I'm Emily Parker, once half of a couple everyone envied. James and I were a perfect matcher, so I thought he was a driven lawyer. Tall and self-assured, I was a teacher. Steady and warm, our little house buzzed with love. Late-night talks, shared dreams. His courtroom wins celebrated over my homemade dinners. I poured myself into us, believing our bond was unbreakable. I planned vacations, cheered his promotions, never imagining the cracks forming beneath our picture-perfect life. It began to drift. James grew distant. Fewer smiles, more late nights at the firm. Work's crazy HT say, brushing me off. When I pressed ID, catch his eyes wandering. His replies short. I told myself it was stress, that our love was too solid to falter. But unease not at me. HD, skip dinners, attend events, solo claiming networking. I clung to trust, ignoring the growing silence, hoping wet weather. I didn't see the storm coming. Our 10th anniversary loomed, and I threw myself into planning. I had a chance to reignite us. I decorated with roses, cooked his favorite roast, wrote him a letter spilling my heart. I pictured his grin, us dancing like old times. He arrived late, tie loose, face blank. Sorry, he muttered, barely glancing at the table. I chattered about our wedding day, desperate to spark something. He nodded absently, eyes elsewhere. My hopes sank as the night dragged on, his coldness drowning my efforts. I slipped away to our room, clutching my unread letter, wondering when it lost him. The next night I hosted friends craving the warmth. Wed lost eye roasted chicken. Set out candles, Morris in every bite. Then James walked in with Claire, a sleek, sharp-eyed paralegal, he called his colleague. My stomach dropped as she brushed his arm. Laughing too loud, he flirted open, liberating her wine. Hanging on her words while I stood frozen, a stranger in my own home. Friends shot me pitying looks. I burned with shame when I spoke. He cut me off, smirking. Don't be dramatic, and I fled upstairs. Tears stinging my marriage a hollow shell. Morning came, and he sipped coffee like nothing happened. We need to talk, I said. Voice shaking, he scrolled his phone. Later? Anger flared. Who's Claire? He smirked. Work friend. You're overreacting, I pushed. Friends don't flirt like that. Stop lying, he stood, snapping. You're choking me, Emily. And that's why I'm never here. He stormed out, leaving me reeling. Was I the problem? Doubt clawed at me. But Claire's laugh echoed in my head. I called Rachel my rock. Spilling everything. You're not crazy, she said, fierce. He's hiding something, dig. Her words lit a fire. I didn't want to snoop, but I had to know. That night with James gone, I rifled through his desk, recipes, notes, nothing by Guntel. I found a jewelry receipt, a bracelet I'd never seen. My chest tightened for Claire. I tried his spare phone, locked. Proof hovered out of reach, but my gut screamed betrayal. Rachel pushed me further. Get hard evidence, she urged. I bought, tiring a pee. I felt extreme, but James's lies left me no choice. She connected me with Mark, a quiet, no-nonsense investigator. I just want the truth, I told him. Voice thin, he nodded. Days later, he handed me James and Claire cozy at a cafe, kissing outside a hotel. Bank records showed transfers to her account, masked as consulting fees. My world shattered, aged, stolen from Muse, emotionally for her fury replaced heartbreak. Hell pay, I told Rachel, clutching the folder. Mark's evidence was ironclad. Did confront him reclaim my life? I rehearsed my words, studying myself. When James sauntered in, I stood firm. Sit. He frowned but obeyed. I spread the photos, statements, emails across the table. Explain this, his face pale, bravado cracking. It's not, he started. Don't I cut in? You cheated. You stole, you're done. He flailed Daniels, then blame. If you weren't so needy, I wouldn't have strayed. I didn't flinch. This is on you, James. Your lies, your disrespect. He bolted, slamming the door. I sank into the couch, grief and relief warring inside me. The marriage was dead, but I defaced it. With Rachel's help, I filed for divorce. Mark's proof ensuring my terms. Letting go hurt, but I rebuilt. Free work became my refuge. Teaching kids grading papers. Healing through routine, I leaned on Rachel. Picked up sketching again. Lines and colors soothing my soul. James's world. Unravelly Clary dumped him when the money dried up. His firm sidelined him. I didn't gloat. I just moved forward a new apartment. A fresh start me life. My rules that loved him fiercely. But I loved myself more now.